Versace. You can see me in that Porsche GT, coming down Sunset, sitting on D, feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Khaled, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally free.
If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Birdman dead, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love and I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist special pub, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will your medulla. That's a it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big
Cause we
Kahuna.
taking
over.
One city at a time.
It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Jazz. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was...
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
This one for three. It's hauled in by Bogut. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree it was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you. And it also is going to keep your coach happy.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Curry with the three. And that one's good. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
The finish and the dunk by Barnes.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Tipped away. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Moore passes to Dunleavy. Pulls up from the corner. No good from Moore.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
.158 left here in the first quarter. He dishes it to Rose. It's stolen by Curry. Thompson with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Clark, who's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And here's Brooks from outside. Offensive rebound. To stop the run. Again, the miss by Brooks. Warriors leading by 10. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Off the inbound pass.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Bulls trail by 11. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. Second, the Warriors.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
No good again that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good by Clark.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Deflects the pass. Here's Rush. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Brooks for 3. And the shot is good. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard, I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Bulls. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Ejuan Moore is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. It's stolen by Rose. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's Curry. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Curry's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Warriors. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Fires the 3. No good from Moore.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rose up on top. He's covered by Thompson. Outside Rose. The feet to Dunleavy. Three-pointer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Warriors leading by 15. Curry dishes to Bogut. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Barnes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Barnes has got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
That's his first personal.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Draymond Green. And stolen by Barnes. And he dunks it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That's tipped. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Dunleavy. Got a piece of it. Curry kicks to Thompson. Fires top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
To the right side. Dunleavy for 3. Cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
Inside, Gasol with the steal. It's deflected, and they get it back. Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on the free throw. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Barnes. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. Ian Clark's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis is checked in for Gasol. Iritic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Dunleavy. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Ejuan Moore. Brooks checked in for Chicago. Livingston hits both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Brooks kicks to Holiday. Got a piece of it. Rush with the steal. Here's Clark. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And here's the fast break. Brooks again. Space. The three. The Warriors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Chicago's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And now running up the court, Rush pushing it all the way. Here's McDermott. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rush with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. They get the rebound. Livingston kicks to Rush. Feeds to Livingston. Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Warriors on top, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Gasol, and he banks in the layup. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Moore with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Timeout for Golden State.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
The drive by Green. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Curry outside. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Moore. And Gibson kicks to Dunleavy. Moore against Curry. Moore up top. He's got 12. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the Warriors with some changes. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Draymond Green. Rose passes to Gibson. Here's Dunleavy. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
And the basket by Rose.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
No luck. Curry with the defensive effort.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
From deep three-point range. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Warriors, number 1. 4th, the Bulls.
And you can see the communication for both of these teams has been improving. Everybody seems to be on the same page, and that explains those great assist totals. You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
From deep, Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, here's how Chicago ranks league-wide. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage. 3rd in assists. And they also show up as a top 5 rebounding team.
You know, you go back to their three-point field goal percentage, some true dead eyes on their roster, no doubt. And that's such a luxury offensively. They have been absolutely lights out.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Varejão. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. Ian Clark's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And here's Barnes for 3. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The Warriors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Green, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Portis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. The Bulls shoot only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
Assist from Justin.
Here's Golden State now. They're on a 20-6 run. Rebounded by McDermott.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Pass to Brooks. Gets it off. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decisive. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got McDermott. Brooks is out there with Portis. And it's Bairstow in at the center position. Brooks against Curry. Here's Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. From deep, Brooks. The Warriors pull it in.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Brooks. And that misses everything.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite a tailspin.
Curry, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
From the arc. And Aaron Brooks hits from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here's Curry. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, and he is absolutely scorching.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Brooks against Curry. Shoots. But they'll get another chance. Outside Holiday. The Bulls keep it alive. The Warriors have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight. Boy, they have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch four was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a three. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Fary comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Barnes. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And it's slammed in by Fary.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
To the paint. Out to Brooks. Launches it. And the Bulls with another miss.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot making gives you a chance to do that.
The Bulls shooting just 31% in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with the mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
Greg, if it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Harrison Barnes. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Brooks from outside. Again, the miss by Brooks. Livingston kicks to Rush. Mirijic grabs the miss.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the best.